everybody, welcome back to Dreamstyle Chaos. I'm your girlfriend Reena and today I'm bringing to you a much anticipated video which I spoke about briefly in my weight loss journey, which I want to take this moment and say a huge thank you for all the love and support. It truly meant the world to me. It was quite overwhelming if I'm being honest, but the very fact that you felt this channel was a safe space for you to open up and share your stories, I am glad we were able to have that connection and that conversation. It truly meant the world to me. So thank you so much. With that being said, today's video, as you already know by the title, is all things I've learned throughout my weight loss journey. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's go! A little disclaimer, in no way, shape or form am I a fitness coach, fitness guru, nutritionist, any of the above. I'm literally someone who has looked through lots of trials and errors, and I've honestly been that person who is like, you know what, nothing works on my body. You know, I have been that person in that mentality. And yes, with that being said, let's get started. Number one on the list is do not let the scale play tricks with you. This is such a big one because so many times we feel we are doing literally everything in our capacity. Still, when you get onto the scale, the numbers don't change. If anything, there is a fluctuation in them and you just don't get it, and that's why people just give up. Maybe next time before you do that, how about you take a measuring tape and measure yourself, because trust me, just like your exes, that scale is playing games with you. Because so many times when you are not losing any weight, you are actually losing some inches, and that is such a big one. The reason it doesn't show on the scale is because you have gained some muscles, and that is why the numbers on the scale look the same. But you know, just take that measuring tape and measure yourself and you will be shocked. Trust me, I've been there and it's amazing. Number two on the list is a really cliche one, but it is so important. Please have lots and lots of water. Trust me, wherever you go, have a bottle or two with you, just like I have over here. Now, if having water from bottle, yeah, right, having water from bottle is not your thing, you can try having water from sippers. I love sippers. The point being, just try and see what works out for you. So many times your mind will trick you into thinking that you are hungry or you want to snack or munch, but really all you are is dehydrated. And a good way to keep a check on yourself is, it's gonna get a little personal, just bear with me, but every time you go to pee, and if your pee is extremely yellow, that means your body is very dehydrated. Versus if your pee is clear, that means you're very well hydrated. So that's a really great way of keeping tabs on yourself. Number three on the list we have is kind of a big one for me, and that is, it is so important to give yourself a break. And by that I mean, it is very important to have a cheat meal. Now you can have it once a week, once a month, but it is so important to give yourself that incentives. For me, I take a cheat meal once a week. Yes, that is who I am. And it is so beneficial because I know when I started getting into fitness, I thought that, oh my god, I have to completely give up on pizzas and burgers and fries and coke. Like those are things I survived on, and to finally give up on those things felt such a big sacrifice. But when you get into this journey, you want to understand that you don't have to completely give up on those things. All you have to do is just not have it on a regular basis, just have it once a week. And at first I used to literally have 24 hours to myself, like an entire cheat day, wherein I would eat whatever my heart desired, and that was me 1 year back. Now I am not into having cheat days, I just have a cheat meal, meaning I just have something junk, something that excites me once in the day. And trust me guys, the feeling that you will have while having that junk food after having an entire week of having healthy food is going to be so much better, and there's absolutely not going to be even a smidge bit of guilt because you know you've earned it. You have to keep giving yourself incentives, this being one of them. Next up on the list we have, I'm kind of losing track of the numbers, so we're just gonna go with the flow. But next up on the list we have is stress. Do not take any stress. And interestingly, you know, you can convince all the people that you have in your life that you are doing okay, you are doing fine, but you can't play games with yourself, and that kind of sucks. I know, because every time I am stressed, even before I realize it or I know it, my body knows it, and eventually I come to know it because I know I'm started to gain weight, or I know my skin starts to break out, or something or the other happens unusual, that I have to draw that attention to my mindfulness and realize if I'm truly doing okay. Especially times like this, you want to keep that extra check on your mindfulness. Next up on the list we have is sleep. Oh my god, another big one, especially to all night owls out there who wake up at 4 p.m., have lunch at 6 p.m., whatever this routine of yours is, it's a really unhealthy one. And if you are trying to lose weight, gain weight, whatever it is that you are trying to do to get yourself into that healthy body structure, it's not going to work with this routine. Absolutely not. Next up on the list we have is a life-changing one. Truly, this was like a plot twisting situation for me, and that is, just because you have food in your plate, you don't have to finish it up. And wait a minute, I'm not promoting food wastage. If anything, you can always have leftovers for breakfast, lunch and dinner. But what I am trying to look over here is at the bigger picture, that just because something's in your plate and you know you are full, but you just continue to eat it because it's in your plate, do not do that to yourself. Be much more kind to your body because it's doing so much good for you. And this moment of realization I had last year when I was in my fitness journey and I was having my cheat day, and I ordered burgers and sandwich and coke and all these dream food. Basically, I love bread, so anything with bread I'll consume. Enjoying the coke, I was enjoying the sandwich, but this burger I got from this new joint tasted really shitty to me, to be honest. But it wasn't that bad that I had to throw it away or something. It was just not good enough for me. And I had 1 or 2 bites and I was like, wait a minute, am I enjoying this? Nope. Then why am I still eating this? You have to take that step behind and make yourself realize and give yourself that time to realize. And that's when I did not continue to eat that burger. Next up on the list is, I don't know whom to blame or how we got here, but we did. And I'm glad I realized it sooner than later. And that is the whole culture of celebration. I mean, before all this happened, every time you have to celebrate something, you go out and celebrate having alcohol, having junk food, because yeah, that's how you celebrate, because nobody has a salad while celebrating. I mean, duh, but why not? And when I ask that question to myself, that I don't have to feel every time that just because I'm having something junk is a celebration. Oh my god, I'm treating myself. Like, no. And that is when last year during my birthday, I went to the gym. Because not going to the gym is not celebration. Going to the gym is celebration, because I'm thanking my body for the way it's functioning. And this is truly a mindset that has been brought with the whole internet and social media. But you need to be more mindful of yourself, and please start sharing healthy food as a way of celebration and not just the junk. To each its own. Next up on the list is my personal favorite, and that is, you do not have to work out every single day of the week. Oh my god, this was such a big one for me. I used to hate exercising because I did not find the perfect workout for me that I enjoyed. Now I have, that is Zumba. I still do, to be honest. And when I came to know that I don't have to exercise every day of the week, I was like, oh my god. So see, another incentive. So there's a week of 7 days. One day I have junk food and one day I don't have to work out. So I keep looking forward to those days, and that is why I keep doing what I have to do that day to reach a little closer to the day when I don't have to eat the healthy food or when I don't have to do the workout. Personally, not working out is the best day so far. In terms of how long your workout should be, 30 to 45 minutes is kind of like an ideal space. For me, I work out like 1 hour if I'm doing it with my trainer, 45 minutes, not even a minute more if I'm doing on my own. And next up on the list is going to be a favorite for all the foodies out there, and that is, you can always healthy swap your favorite dishes. And this is such a big one. I mean, I haven't learned it myself yet. I am yet to. I have some amazing friends who have got really great recipes. But point being, you don't have to give up on your favorite food. All you have to do is find an alternative healthy way. Like for instance, instead of having regular breads, have brown bread or whole grain bread. Instead of having regular pasta, have gluten-free pasta. I mean, there are so many things you can do with the healthy swap and not having to give up on your favorite food. I think you should take it up as a challenge that, okay, you know what, bring it on. And there are so many recipes out on the internet, it's mind-blowing. And with that, we've come to the last one, and that is, throughout this journey, I've learned to say a no. I've learned to say no, thank you. I'm not feeling bad for myself, because at the end of the day I knew I was doing whatever it is I was doing for myself. And yes, I have had nights when I've cried because I wanted to have that kaju katri jo fridge mein rakhi thi, but I chose not to because I knew I'm going to be happy in the long run, and that is what my body needs. And yes, I love kaju katri, but point being you're gonna have days when you want to give up, and you just have to keep going, my friend. You have to keep going. And days when you fail, which you will, we all do, you have to get up and keep going again. And because the truth is, if you quit, you will never know how far you've come. And yes, with that, those are all things I've learned throughout my weight loss journey, and I hope you find this video helpful. And if you do, you know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell notification so that you get updated every time I'm online. And it would truly mean the world to me if you could share this video with your friends who are going through any kind of fitness journey. And yes, you can also follow me on my social media, the links to which will be in the description and up right on the screen. And yes, I upload videos twice a week, and I will see you super soon. Till then, take care. Goodbye.